What's going on, my friends? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm a little late on this Monday afternoon. Here's the dealio. Here's the deal pickle. Uh, Another sick kid in the house, and what do you know? I'm home being daddy, sick daycare. So it's been busy. I got on was 8 minutes later than I wanted to. My apologies. I still have that 1:30, the 1:30 like hard stop. I got to be off. More dad things to do. It is just a different life right now. So I'm going to dive in as fast as I can. I'm going to skip the formalities of everybody over here in chat. I see you all. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Just hit that like button for me, whether you do it now or on your way out. Scroll down your phone, do it on your laptop, hit the like button. I'd appreciate that immensely. And if you are not here as a subscriber, just hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. We got about 12 to 15, depending on the week, live streams and videos uploaded and streamed to our YouTube just for you. So, yeah, no worries. Got to take care of the fam. I appreciate you. That's all good. Family over fantasy. I appreciate all you. Thank you very much, man. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm going to throw up the big screen for you, and let's just get to work. I am looking at both NBA and NFL today. We're going to look at both as fast as we can. So, looking at the NFL slate this past week, it was much of the same. Looking at this week versus the previous 6 weeks, where listen, chalk just continues to explode. And I don't, it has been a really trying year for a player like myself who I talk about leveraging everything, right? I'm always talking leverage this, leverage that, right? And that's just the way I like to play. And, the more I leverage things, the more I continue to lose money. And that's just the truth. I mean, here we got Chipotle. Let's just look at his, and we'll look at this person right here who just got crushed, unfortunately, poor guy. Here we go. So, I mean, there we go. Oh, wow. A lot of people got destroyed. And you see a bunch of tournament names. I mean, you know all these names right here. And they just got crushed. Like Petty, we look at him here and there. He got destroyed. Guess what he did on NBA last night? He absolutely went ham. We're going to look at him in a second. Won 9,000. More than washed the losses here that he had in NFL. And NFL has been really, really difficult for people who are, trying to leverage these ownerships. And I'm not sure when that's going to change because these chalky players continue to just go out there and pop off. Like Godwin, third highest owned, did great. And, here's Chipotle, guy who won. He decided, I'm just going way overweight. Cooper Kupp went off as well. Well, 23% ownership. Chipotle, the only person out of this group that won, 67% ownership. Just going way overweight against the field. Same thing. Look at Chipotle here with Darrell and Chuba. Both of these guys, nearly 20% owned. He doubled and almost tripled their ownerships. Same with Miles Sanders. Just literally took these chalk players. 15% Matt Stafford. Well, he had 28%. The Patriots are 14%. He had 24%. Cardinals are 31. He's at 32. So on and so forth. Just chalk players just continue to pop off. The one spot he went underweight on was Derrick Henry. Now, Derrick Henry at 22% at 9.2K decided I'm going underweight on a PPR site, looking at Derrick Henry doing his first game of the season under, I think, 118 yards or something crazy. So anyways, I mean, the chalk just keeps popping off. And you literally, at this point, I'm just looking at this, thinking to myself, do we legitimately just say, I'm going to run out 3 quarterbacks per week. I'm going to grab just the top 3 offenses, Rams, and specifically like the teams I know I can stack, right? Rams, Buccaneers, and then maybe like the Bills if they're on the main slate. And I legitimately just do 50 stacks with Josh Allen, 50 stacks with Matt Stafford, 50 stacks with Tom Brady. I need one of those 3 guys to go nuclear. If that happens, I'll have 50 lineups potentially cashing. And we know that if we can get around 50 lineups to cash, that we have a good chance of at least breaking even. And if you have the nuts stacks, right? Like let's say you had Tom Brady go bonkers yesterday and you had 50 Tom Brady lineups, you had 50 opportunities to not just cash, but to win the tournament. And if we're doing 50 of Allen, 50 of Stafford, 50 of Tom Brady, if 2 of the 3 go off, now you got 100 lineups cashing. You've got 100 lineups potentially winning money, like serious money. And if all 3 go bonkers, now you're looking at literally almost all your lineups have a chance of cashing. Almost all your lineups have a chance of winning a tournament. Instead of doing what we talked about this in the preseason, by the way, all through August, instead of doing, 17 lineups on Stafford, 14 on Matt Ryan, 12 on Tua, and hoping those 3 go off. And they did, of course, but then you had 26 on Patrick Mahomes. You had 14 of them on Jalen Hurts, and so on and so forth. And it just, I don't even want to go through this. I just don't, because we're going to continuously see these guys who just absolutely erupted for value just go bonkers. By the way, I talked about this on my stream. Right before we turned off, I said Foster Monroe would be a guy, or maybe I tweeted it. I can't remember where I said it, but I thought Foster would be a nice pivot off of Ricky Seals-Jones if we found out that Waller, and it looks like that's what Chipotle did. Got 18 points out of Foster Monroe here at tight end, and I'm assuming probably pivoted off of Ricky Seals-Jones at 3.7K down to Monroe, who was 2.5, or maybe off Cole Kmet, who was 3K down to Moreau here at 2.5K. So anyways, also looking back at this and saying to myself, late swapping is incredibly important. So I'm thinking about going forward. I talked about it all offseason, and for whatever reason, I have not done it. And I don't know why. I feel stupid for not doing it. But I talked about it all offseason, saying, you know what? All year, I'm only going to go 3 quarterbacks. Just 3 quarterbacks all season. That's my strategy. I'm not going to do anything different. It's 3 quarterbacks all year, and that's that. And I don't know where, why, or when I deviated from this. I just don't. I have no freaking clue. And it makes me want to go back and figure it out again. Just makes me want to figure out, where did I go wrong? Why do I keep trying to select? And like my stacks did well. I mean, Burrow had 30, Tua had 28, Ryan had 22, Rodgers 24, Brady 24, 30 from Stafford, Lamar 23, Murray 22, Patrick Mahomes 9. Okay. So I basically did pretty well with my quarterback pool. Josh Johnson did pretty well with my quarterback pool. Just didn't get the combos, man. It's like, maybe the goal, and I don't know, I don't remember how I was selecting them, but maybe it's like you pick one high price, one mid price, and one low price. That way you can get all sorts of different type of builds. So I don't know. Here's my high priced. Well, let's just go Mahomes. Why not? Here's my mid priced, and then here's my cheap price. Okay. And then I take my quarterbacks and I give them 35% each. And I crunch. I have no clue if this will work. We'll find out. But I'm tired of like yesterday I did 10 lineups in the Millie Maker. That was my DK entries for the day. Did 10 lineups in the Millie Maker. Was really focused on super draft again after that 5K hit on Friday or Thursday, whatever it was. I'm just tired of min cashing at best. Does this work? I don't know. We had so much success looking at this through Lineup Rewind this August, and I haven't executed it this season. I don't know why. Maybe I need to. I'm going to have to look into it. There's got to be a way to do it. Matter of fact, let's go bare bones real quick before I even get going here. We're going to do the very simple rules that we had looked at this offseason. Just let it rip. I mean, we're going to have to do some research this week because, what is happening here? We're getting guys in here with 0 points. Did Bateman have to score a point? No, he had 3 for, okay. So our scores are off. I don't know what's going on. Maybe not all of the points are included because Rashad Bateman had 11 points? Is there anybody else? Makes me wonder. Yeah, Bateman had 11, so we're missing 11 points on 39 lineups. Okay, so that's not, I mean, that's going to skew this crap too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but it has been like a rough, about 3-week stretch for me of NFL. I had like this nice, like $1,800 week in week 4, I think. And then weeks 5, 6, 7, you know, like yesterday I did those 10 lineups in the Million Maker. I returned 160. So I lost $40. I mean, it's nothing terrible. But the week prior, I had like $800 in. I lost like 500. The week before, I had like $500 in. I lost like, you know, a couple $100. So it's been, it's been several weeks here where I just haven't turned a profit at all. And really, yesterday was as close as I've been since week 4. And I don't know what it is. And it's just chalk keeps exploding. And like maybe I just need to remove my global cap exposures, right? So that I can allow the chalk to just be used at super high amounts and I'm not capping them, right? Like maybe that's it. Maybe I just need to remove the freaking caps. I don't know. We're going to look into it this week. I want to research it like crazy because we got to figure this out. I mean, there's still 10 weeks left, 11 weeks left, a regular season. So tons of NFL left to win money for sure. Let's look at some NBA before we move on. I told you I'm cramming it all into like a 20-minute. Yeah, Sterling Shepard was in a bunch of those lineups, which we were getting zeros for. So, I mean, my player pool wasn't prepared to do a 150. All right, so whistles go woo. We'll look at Petty. Whistles go woo has a couple of Million Makers. I think maybe 3 Million Maker wins NFL. Man, 150 maxers got wrecked yesterday. Sheesh. Then there's a handful up here that did okay. Let's look at 2 big winners here. Whistles go woo, Petty. And we're looking at ownerships. Okay, so we have D'Anthony Melton. And here's the category that you're looking at. You can see how many fantasy points they scored, what their value was. Ownership. All right. And then we're going to look at their player pool size in a second. So Desmond Bain, another cheapie, crazy high value. And like look at NBA. 3 highest owned players, 5.8 value, 8 value, 6.5. Like it is hard in NBA not to just eat the chalk. And the goal is to just do this, in my opinion, what Petty did. Just super heavy overweight on most of these guys. Guy like Robert Williams, I probably go underweight on. You know, you never promised super high minutes. Julius Randle went for 68. Again, I mean, look at these guys. 4 of the top 5 in NBA went nuclear. 4 of the top 5 highest owned players. SGA was slammed into 100% of lineups yesterday on every site using the Team Rise or Fall projections, and I capped them. I was like, nope. He's playing like trash. This preseason, he was awful. He was terrible this preseason, these 3. Wasn't aggressive. Didn't look good. Looked terrible coming out the gate. And then, of course, what's he do? The one game, Rise or Fall's like, no, Mitch, you need 100% of this guy. And I was like, no, I don't. I'm removing him from my pool. And he goes for 52. Raise your hand if you removed him yesterday. Oh, no. Welcome to the family. I did as well. You know, it's like the chalk, especially cheap chalk in NBA. You just kind of eat it. Like D'Anthony Melton is 4.2. Desmond Bain was like 4.3, right? He was also 4.2. Were they both 4.2? Melton was 4.2. Bain was 4.2. And it's like, here's where you start getting off some of the chalk right here. Tyrese Maxey was 5 something, 5.7. Like that's a good spot to get off chalk. Sure, because he's priced up now, right? He was a value down here, $4K to open the season. Got priced up? Well, get off it. Like Melton and Bain, if their ownership's 25% and they're in the 5K range next game, I'm off them both. I'm at least capping their exposures. Let's look at their player pool sizes. About 40 players. And you could see that Petty had crazy high ownership on just the chalkiest guys. Just was like, yeah, these guys are chalk, but they're in good spots. And that's how the NBA works. Like, let's look at we'll look at the lineup here in a hot second. You guys can see the total ownership of this lineup. Look at this. Here, it's right here. 223% was the total ownership of his third place lineup. Yes, Pat Kingpin. NBA is the ultimate trusted projection sport, which is why Team Rise or Fall members make a lot of money during NBA, because ultimately a lot of them just sit there and use our projections, upload them, and go. I got my own way last night. Had I just left SGA, Melton, and Bain at 100%, which all three of them were at like 100%, probably would have been rolling in it yesterday. But I did not. For whatever reason, I did not. A dummy. Big dummy. Whistles go, whoa, let's check this out. Jalen Green, by the way, Rise or Fall membership projections yesterday, slamming him in. I went and I looked at him through the preseason. I looked at him through regular season. I was just thinking to myself, I don't think so. No thanks. No thanks. Kevin Porter has been doing everything for this team right now. And I'm fairly certain I either removed him from my pool or capped him. He went bonkers, scored like 48 points. So dumb, Mitchell. So dumb. Anyways, player pool size. Large. There's 20. About 60. So much larger. 200. Here's Whistles Go Woo. His lineup was 154% total ownership. Actual ownership right here. 73%. You can't win a tournament with a 73% owned player. You'll hear that all season. You totally can. In NBA, you can. Look at this one. 223% owned. A 20% owned Steven Adams, 43% Desmond Bain, 24% Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Embiid at 15, Tatum at 40, Josh Giddey, very nice, 5%, 73% Anthony Melton, and Cole Anthony went bonkers last night with a crazy game. I mean, if I went to, I don't have time to do it. Maybe we'll look at some rewind tomorrow. But shoot, had I just taken these projections, let's see. And like look for little pivots. Like this one we already talked about. Robert Williams. I'm probably not using this high amount of Robert Williams. And I've talked about this before with NBA. It's little pivots. It's just small changes that you make massive differences. Like, let me show you real quick. And then I got to go. Where's the $5 or $6 jab step, whatever it's called? Well, we'll look at the mini maxes. They're all right here, okay? Oh, where's the big one? This big one? All right, so listen, like if we crunched out the rest of these lineups, I'm assuming it'll be close to making a profit. We're going to get a runner here sooner or later. We're flirting with it right now. All right, now watch this. Guys who are chalk, who are like priced up. Maxey was one. Just a quick down thumb. Robert Williams was 1. He got moved up to freaking 6-1. Why are we doing that? Especially with Mo Bamba right here. Bamba only scored 28, but like that's still a better play to me. Anyways, so we got some chalk. Priced up chalk. Guys who are moving up in salary. And then guys like Desmond Bain, D'Anthony Melton, we're just going to use. So all they did is a quick thumb down on 2 guys who were priced up after big games. And look at this. That's literally all it takes in NBA. I mean, my core last night on the website, I mean, you would have looked at that, and I'm sure some of you would have been like, Mitch, what? That can't be a GPP core. D'Anthony Melton's in there. Like, yeah, it was. Oh, they wiped it already. Somebody wiped it this morning. They wiped my Yahoo too? Well, I had D'Anthony Melton. I think Steph Curry, D'Anthony Melton, Desmond Bain, and then I think I had like Mitchell Robinson in there because I was trying to pivot off of Robert Williams. How did Mitch Robinson do? I saw him leave with a knee injury or something. Did he go back in? He scored 35. That's a great core. Wait, 24th. Yeah, the core hits again, baby. By the way, if you locked my core in on Saturday and crunched for one optimal build with the rise or fall projections, you scored a 345 and you won virtually every single entry tournament with my core. Is that not crazy? You want to compare it to today, last night? Let's do it in a second. Let's see how my core did last night. I think it went absolutely bonkers. It looks like it probably did. I'm excited. Actually, I want to check this. This is NBA in a nutshell. Full projections, 2 priced up ownership guys, Tyrese Maxey, Robert Williams, pass. Fairly certain we also saw Scrosby say something about that either in Discord or in his player notes, which is what gave me the initial idea. And as soon as I saw Al Horford was going to be active in this game, and they said he was going to be limited to around 30 minutes. Are you playing Robert Williams when you know Horford is also going to be in there for about 30? No, you're not. Because look, here's the other Al Horford game. And look at Robert Williams. Guess what game Robert Williams went off in? A game with no Al Horford. Does this make sense, my friends? Are you starting to see it real quick? I hope so. Because NBA is much easier than you think it is. It's not as hard as you want it to be. I promise you that. Oh, yeah, I was going to lock my quick cores in so you guys can see how it would have done. Let's see. But no, we're not using Robert Williams. One of my kids is freaking out. 304. Is that cash? Yes, it does. Doesn't look special, though. Looks like a min cash. And the other one, by the way, the raw optimal still was a 288, it said, right? 288. Which we used the Showtime last time. Check it out. So even the other one with Robert Williams in there still cashes. So that's 2 nights. My optimal last night was a 301. Oh, you ran it? Who was my fourth? It was Mitch Robinson, Desmond Bain. Did I have 5? Steph Curry, D'Anthony Melton. Was there another? You got to help me out, Frank. You locked my cores in and ran it? All right, so that's 2 nights in a row my cores have smashed then. Bain, Melton. Oh, Anthony Davis. Okay. How'd he do? 42 points. Hold on. Wait, I got to take out Steph Curry. Unlock. No, that can't be it. Bain, Melton, Mitch, AD, 282. Everyone's tossing out different cores in chat. All right, it's already 132. I need to go. You probably could hear my kid in the background. Anyways, tonight, Monday night, pay attention. Cores will be up on the site. You can lock and crunch. You can throw all cores into a player pool, a big group. Okay. Create a group with all of the staff cores. Dab and Puggle won $200,000 the other day. Okay. Scrosby, multiple 20, 30, $40,000 winner in NBA. Toss all our cores into a group and then just give and say like at least 3, or at least 4, or give each one of those players, each one of the guys in your core, give each one like a projection increase or something. You can do that. You can totally do that. And then just crunch. Use that as your MME strategy. Throw all cores into a group. Say use at least 4, use at least 5, use at least 3, something like that. And then crunch out 150 lineups. Good to go. Make little pivots. You don't need us to point these out to you. You can do this. I believe in you. I legitimately believe in you. You can look at this stuff. Like, let's look at it real quick tonight. Golly, I got to go. I'm fired up today. All right, so look for some priced up chalk here. Do we have any value? Is there like dirt cheap? Well, here's kind of one of them. 6K Michael Porter. All right. It's been volatile, mid-priced. No, I didn't get priced up. Chris Dewar. Here you go. Here you go. There it is. Yeah, he's playing a ton of minutes. Minute eater. Whoo, baby. But he's 5'4" now. Here's the value. 3.3, 3.9. This was not a value. At 5'4", even if he hits this type of game, you're not dead in the water. Not at all. And I bet you if you ran, by the way, this is FC projections. Let's see how much we get of him. Look at Dewar, 100%. I just called this out. I said the other one was Michael Porter, right? You have an opportunity here. Just be a little different. Just be a little different tonight. Hey, I'm still at 52%. Maybe that's too much. Who are the pivots? Is Jeremy Lamb back tonight, by the way? Like, this is something you need to pay attention to. If his minutes go up here, I'm not sure Duart's going to keep all those minutes. Who else is back? They said one other? Torrey Craig? I mean, here's a nice pivot. Freaking Will Barton, 5'7". Like Barton tonight at sub 10% ownership, or Dewar over 20%. Barton needs to score maybe 2-3 more points than Dewar, and you're ahead of a quarter of the field. And you're only moving ahead of those guys with 8% of the field. I'm just trying to get the juices flowing here, my friends. Anyways, I got to go. I love streaming. I freaking love all of you. I love you. Appreciate you. Thanks a ton for being here today for this half hour. I know I started late. My most sincere apologies. Sick kid here at home. I got dad life. You want to support the stream, support me 2, 3, 4, or 5 different ways. I'm just going to list them off. Go ahead, hit the like button. Very easy way to do it. Hit the sub button here on YouTube. Super easy. 2 different ways you can check out what I do and what we have. MySparry.com has 10,000 simulations model for NFL, MLB, and NBA should be live in the first week or so of November. It's going to be awesome. DFS-wise, down here at the bottom, teamriseorfall.com. This beautiful site you see today, Fantasy Cruncher. If you want to be able to upload our projections and crunch out your optimal or your 150, make groups and all that stuff with our content, you actually get $20 to use on Fantasy Cruncher every month by simply being a member of ours. It's that easy. Just be a member of ours and you get $20 a month. So check it out. Both links down below, description section. And we are here to support all people using our website, all people using Fantasy Cruncher, even if you're not a member of ours, which I don't know why you wouldn't be. If we're going to give you $20 to FC, do some quick math. Our membership costs $29. Take that $20 we give you, put it on FC. How much did you really pay for us? $9.99 per month. Good luck if you can't handle that. That is extremely affordable to use the best I think the best company out there, Fans Cruncher, in conjunction with our content and tools, which, I'm super biased, but I think it's pretty darn good for the price point. So I'll see you on the inside, my friends. Good luck tonight in NBA. Good luck tonight in NFL showdown. We got the Seahawks hosting the visiting Saints. And I'll be posting my NBA cores around 6 o'clock. And then I'll be crunching out my lineups as soon as that final upload goes from CGA inside Discord when he alerts us all and says NBA Study Hub projections final. Oh, feels so good. Good luck. Let's win some money tonight. Fortune favors the bold, baby.